when people have too much psychological depression, I'm quite harsh to that. Quite harsh to psychological depression. Because the person has to realize it's not about him, and also has to realize he doesn't really have real issues. Because it's very easy to be stuck in your thoughts, like, yeah, my life is shit, no, your life ain't shit. You get rid of that stupid belief. Start eating a little bit more healthy, work out, you know, do something that gives you purpose. You know that putting people into a situation where they have to help others is one of the best ways of treating depression. Did you guys know that? I also said that in the documentary. Taking care of others is one of the best ways of treating depression, and even schizophrenia in certain cases. Can you believe that? So just do what you're designed to do. Stop thinking the world surrounds about you. It's not about you. It's not about you. The you doesn't even exist. The I doesn't even exist. Your environment is part of you. It's a dysfunctional belief. Of course, you're going to think dysfunctionally. So the first thing you do is crack that shit. You crack that shit. So you can see yourself in the mirror for what you are instead of with these pink glasses. When you see in the mirror, what do you see? People say, like, I see myself. No. You see yourself and you see the environment as well. When you look in the mirror, you see everything around you as well. So you can't say, like, I only see myself in the mirror. You put a mirror in front of someone's face, what does he see? He sees his face and he sees what's around his face. And that's what he is. A mirror does not just reflect your own face. So if you realize that your environment is part of you, you know, and that taking care of it really allows you to be more in line with what you are, you just do that. Give your life meaning. Give your life purpose based on what you're designed to do. Don't just sit in a little corner in your room thinking like, oh, I'm sad. There's people dying, for fuck's sake. So many people would trade their life instantly. So fascinated that, you know, this is not taught in schools, like seriously. Max Rosier, it's hard to get out of psychological depression if your environment is aggressively pushing you towards being depressed. Damn straight. But that's why understanding what you are is so important. If you grow up and your peer pressure says like, you gotta study, you gotta do this, you gotta do that, you gotta compete, you gotta make money, and you go like, but I don't want this shit, like, but you just don't know any better, then of course you're gonna be fucked up in the head. But that's not an excuse. That's not an excuse to start pitying yourself and say like, oh, I'm sad, this and that. No. It's an excuse to fucking start working on it and taking your shit together and start thinking for yourself. That's the only excuse you have. Starting to clean up that shit and figuring it out yourself because your environment seems to not know what to do. If you don't know what to do in life because you tried everything people told you to do, then maybe you should try figure it out yourself. No? Isn't it time to reflect on it yourself? And then you go like, yeah, but how? Well, I'm telling you, explaining you how you work, how you think, what we're designed to do. Knowledge, information, beautiful, the internet. You know, back in the days, if people wanted to just read, like people didn't even know how to read. And then when they could read, like, you know how hard it was to just access information? Now it's all in there. Just tick, 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 and you got it in front of you. And yet still people don't think critically. They assume everything gets cleaned up in front of them, behind them. It's just stupid. We take all these things for granted. We wake up, we take for granted we got food. We take for granted we order pizza, they bring pizza. We take everything for granted. It's insane. We're such a spoiled species right now. It's crazy. The moment we start like valuing what we have and not being caught in our ideas and thoughts all the time, because that's what we are. We're being literally swallowed by all these thoughts and emotions, steering, like, just take distance, enjoy the moment, value instead of identity and this stupid story, value the physical reality and life itself. That's enough to feel amazing. You don't need anything else. 1,000 years ago, If you put someone from 1,000 years ago now, they'd be like, but why is everybody so sad? They have all this. Why is everybody so sad? You got so much. It's because we take shit for granted. It's because we cannot value what's right in front of us. Because we're so caught up in all these ideas and thoughts. Our hands are beautiful. Our hands are fucking beautiful. I can sometimes watch my hand. Like I've had it where I just go like, I have control over my fingers. It's weird when you think about it. Yeah, people should just think about it and reflect on it. People would be much more happy. Yeah, like some people take me for granted. Giving all this knowledge every day. Knowledge. You guys come to me, ask questions. There is no fucking answer anywhere. And I just give you answers. Just like that. Answers. You guys just take it for granted. Go like, oh yeah. To such an extent that people don't even think for themselves anymore. It's just like, if you have a thought, instead of just thinking about it, reflecting on it, no, I'll just type it. Even the time, instead of opening another tab and type it in Google, no, you type it in the chat. Get some extra, validation, and you get to, like it's easier. Just get instant response. Like, man, think critically, think for yourself. Like discover yourself. Read these things, Don't get yourself distracted on all this bullshit, man. Like, life is so much more. And you don't have to travel around the world to find yourself. You yourself is standing right there where you are. So yeah, talking about this shit every day, anytime. Because at the end of the day, let me tell you guys something. At the end of the day, what is even more important than everything I say here is you guys thinking for yourself and researching it yourself. Be critical, man. That's always what I say. Even with the teen theory of everything, I told people, even in the docu, I said like, people have to think for themselves. Think for yourself. Think for yourself. And when I say think for yourself, it goes quite far. Think for yourself means don't care too much what other people think about you. Don't have them inhibit and obstacle you in your way of thinking. Don't always think like, oh, what will he think? What will he think? Is this actually like, oh, this, that? No. Think for yourself. Do research. You don't know how to think for yourself? Grab a book. Try. Like get to it. Don't let your life be decided by other people. Not me, not your parents, not your friends, not your teachers, no one, not society. You decide it by thinking. Use knowledge, use science. Figure out what you are. And that's what I do. I give you guys so much knowledge. I've done most of the work. In terms of like making the dots, I've done most of the work, honestly. But of course, the biggest part is not connecting the dots. The biggest part is absorbing this knowledge and becoming from information to knowing. It takes a bit more time, of course. You guys got to reflect on it and think about it. But like, reflect on it. If there's something you think like, oh, is this accurate or not? Do research. Read up on it. Strengthen these neural pathways. Rather than strengthening them with, the idea like, yeah, my wow character is really great. I have all these achievements. There is people that value their league skins more than so much things. It's the world upside down. That value their shit in games. It's really worthless. You're being played. You're being played by these companies to squeeze your money. Like literally, you're being played. And you think you're all intelligent and shit. You're just going and buying these stupid shitty skins and these achievements that always spoke to your reward center. You're being fucking played, man. When you were a kid and you bought these stickers to put in the books, right? And then when you get older and you see your little brother do that and you go like, man, these companies are ripping you off. Well, these companies are ripping you off. They're just doing it more advanced. Getting this shitty, like think about it for 5 seconds. You go around, spend your money, for these stupid little achievements that are worthless, like literally worthless. Well, you could spend your time and actually do something productive with your life. You gotta think about it. If you think about it, it's fucking the world upside down. It's fucking funny shit if you think about it. It's just, you know, like if you think about it, you go like, man, what the fuck am I doing with my life? And I see some people like, yeah, man, Athene, this is so true. This is so true. This ain't gonna do shit. You can go in the chat saying like, this is true all you want. You gotta do something with that shit. You gotta use this real talk and make it to get out of your lazy ass and start doing stuff that actually benefits you and benefits society. Like working out, becoming more fit, eating healthy, meditating, sleeping enough, gathering knowledge, you know, strengthening your neural pathways, figuring out what you are, who you are, figuring out what you want, what you're designed to do. Figure it out. You're in the best position in the entire humanity, history of human mankind. You're in the best position right now to do so. Better than all your ancestors. You're in the better position to do it. And you guys, don't tell me you guys don't have access to the internet, because you're talking to me and watching the stream right now. So man, like, get up and do something. Like, and it starts with something small, and you keep the momentum going, and you don't give up. You keep that momentum going, and it goes easier and easier and easier. And you might say like, yeah, but what about, I want my achievement. I want my dailies. I want my dailies, man. I need to do my dailies, because if I don't do my dailies, I lose my progression. What progression? What do you lose? You don't lose, you win your life back. That's what you do. You don't lose, you fucking win your life back. How many people like right now here in the chat are stuck to stupid games or whatever, achievements or whatever, and feel like the need to get that shot every day of nothingness? It's unbelievable. So yeah, I really think you guys should reflect on this and use this as a momentum, as an initiator, you know, as an initiator to get into motion. Because the moment you keep going, you keep going. Just don't let yourself get stopped. And if you get back into that mindset of like, you know what, I'm gonna slack today, then you're gonna hit yourself and get back to it. And don't beat yourself up over it. But at the same time, don't go into self-pity and say, oh, I'm a loser, I am worthless, I really thought I could. No, look at yourself from an outsider. See these emotions and thoughts, don't identify with them, and realize, wait a minute, every single moment I can do this. Every single moment you can be the best version of yourself. Don't beat yourself up over it, because I know a lot of you guys do that shit. You're like, yeah, I'm pumped. You work out, tomorrow you go like, you sit again, watch the real talk and think like, man, I have failed Athene. I have failed myself. I'm a fucking loser. No, you're not. You're not a fucking loser. You can achieve whatever you want to achieve. You just have to keep going, man. You can't give up. And the moment you keep going, it becomes a routine, it becomes a habit. You get rid of your bad habits, you start adopting good habits. You just become a better and better version. I'm telling you, that shit is going to do more than all the real talk. You putting these words into practice is going to do more than anything I say. I can talk here all day, you can watch me all day, but doing it is what is actually going to get your life together. I can't do that for you. You guys got to do it yourself. And I keep saying it, I keep repeating it, I keep repeating it. And don't let other people put you down. Don't let other people tell you what to do. And I'm not even telling you what to do. I'm not even telling you what to do. And you might say, but you told me that I should take my life into hands. Well, damn shit, son. If there's one thing someone can tell you to do, is to start thinking for yourself and get your life together. Because as long as you're not doing it, you're just impulsively letting other people making your decisions. You're not in control at all. Actually, I'm telling you to take control. Because as long as you don't do that, you're just impulsive. You go from one moment to another and you start doing all these empty things. These empty things, like entire society is built around this entire machinery to make you believe that you have this freedom and you have this choice and you gotta buy shit, and it always puts you pushes all these reward center buttons. It's so streamlined. The scam is so streamlined, you don't even see you're getting fucked in the ass really hard. You don't even experience it. You think it's a nice ride, but you're getting fucked so hard in the ass. I don't even have words for it. Every single day. You're getting fucked so hard in the ass. And then before you know, you're doing a 9-to-5 job, working your life away, sleaze your life away, grind your life away for shit you don't even need, and you don't even realize you're getting fucked every day. Can you believe that? You guys are here talking to me in your young ages. Before you know, you're getting fucked in the ass. Maybe it's already happening right now. It's so fascinating that the system is so streamlined, you can get fucked in the ass every single day and you don't even realize it's going on. Isn't that fucking baffling? I don't know what to say, but that's some quite gajang magic. That's some quite gajang magic. And it's happening daily. And then sometimes people can come to me and say like, man, Athene, what, like this and that and this and that. Man, I'm here on your side. We're on the same team, yo. I'm trying to back you up. So yeah. You guys got to really think about these things and really reflect on it, and and take your life into your own hands. Think about it, reflect on it. The information is there, man. All these real talks, all these podcasts, it's there. You don't have to look too much, and the sources are there as well. But you gotta want to do it. You gotta, you gotta cultivate it. You gotta get into shape. You gotta get into shape with your body. You gotta get into shape with your mind. That's what you gotta do. Like, take the right supplements, eat healthy, like work out, do it. Like, honestly, change is there. It's not tomorrow, now. Some people come to me, procrastinate. Like, no, man, just start the momentum ball going, and don't fall into that mindset of being lazy. No, you can restructure yourself. You can really be a new person. It's not so hard. And you might say like, yeah, but it feels so hard. It's because you are your feelings and you are your thoughts. The moment you can take distance from it and the noise reduces, then you won't feel it as being so hard. The feeling, being the feeling and being the thought makes it so hard. But if you just take distance and you can, get into that flow, you will see that things come natural. And I bet so many people right now in the chat, sometimes you've had these times where you were really, in a flow. You were really in a flow and it was so easy and it came all so easy and then it was gone again. And you go like, but why? It's because you felt in the trap of becoming your thoughts and emotions. But keep that flow, that momentum going, and I'm telling you, I fucking guarantee you that progress will be right in front of you every single moment. I'm serious. It's really important to think about it. Don't beat yourself up. Realize these things. Look at yourself as an observer. Be aware. And put yourself in the right environment. Give your brain the oxygen with the right food, with working out, with... You guys gotta do it. So I believe you guys, have, I'm going to tell you guys something. I'm going to tell you guys a real story. I can, for real, make $300 an hour on average by squeezing you guys. I can literally make $300 an hour. I'm not even kidding. And I'm not doing it. You know why I'm not doing it? Because I think that me having these talks and these talks again and these talks again, even if you fall down, I come again and I repeat it because I fucking believe in you. So even if you don't believe in yourself, I believe probably more in you. Do you know why? Because I've seen people like you come, stand up and achieve things. I know it. I've seen it. It's like that teacher that comes to you and tries to, always explain something because he has had previous students where he knows that sometimes it's hard. That first step is hard. But once they get into the flow, you change their lives. And most of the time, it's these people that are also the most, are the ones that are the most, have the most growth potential as well. So to me, you guys are worth more than $300 an hour. I think I can achieve more than I would achieve with $300 an hour, for real. So that speaks for something, right? I mean, you could go and wonder and this and that, but like that speaks for something, right? I made $100K in 29 days, $100,000. 29 days, $100,000. I could make around 75K a month, easy. If I would do, instead of real talks, always sell out stream, 75K a month. I'm not doing it because you guys are worth more than 75K a month. And you might wonder and go like, but that's not true. Like this, yes, it is how it works because I can market. I know what to say. But I think this is more important because I believe in you guys. So stop being self-pity. Stop saying this. Like, just start. Just do it. I also did it in 19 days. The first 100,000 was 19 days. The second 100,000 was 29 days. But the second one was not 24/7. It was only 14 hours a day. So we streamed almost half. Psycho Rule says, what's the life goal? I would say, like, you know, aligning your beliefs with reality and acting upon them. That's what you're designed to do. And you might say like, yeah, but how do I align my beliefs with reality? It's through knowing how reality works. It's through knowing what you are, to understand yourself. How do you do that? How do I do that? Well, I talk about it every fucking day. You can do your own research. You can read about stuff. You can look into sources. You can go as deep as you want. But that's, you know, that's where the intellectual part starts. But there's also a practical one where you work out, you eat healthy, you meditate, you take the right supplements, like omega-3, vitamin D3, also B complex is also really good. You take that stuff, like nurture yourself.
Thanks for the real talk, Athene. Helped me a lot over the past months.
Thank you, man. People giving their cash. I'm not even asking for their cash. Also, what is very important is it's very easy to start throwing problems, by the way. Go like, yeah, but what this, what that? Start thinking in solutions. Start thinking in solutions, man. Because the problem kind of orientation is what you learn when you grow up. When you have a problem, you ask your parents and they give you your solutions. You just learn that behavior gets rewarded. But when you grow older, you got to start thinking in solutions yourself. If you're all the time thinking problems, you're not going to achieve so much. And you can whine as much as you want, but it's about having a solution-minded, like a solution-oriented mindset. Solution-oriented mindset can do so much. And if there's a problem you can't fix, then you let go. Easy. And if there is a situation, even if it's someone else, you always think, how can I make it my problem so I can solve it? You make others, like everything, every single problem you see, you try to make it your own and solve it. Even if it's someone else. Because people have really the tendency to go like, yeah, it's his fault or this or that. Point fingers. Pointing fingers is not going to help you. Finding solutions is what's going to help you. And that also implies indirect consequences of what you do. And if you have the benefit of the world in front of what you want to do, to achieve, then you don't even need freaking credit or anything. You just try to, you know, create ripples of positive change, and that's it. So yeah.